Hey guys, Kid Guru here, and I know I've recorded a couple videos lately, and today I thought I'd just, get a video out, maybe even two. But in this video, I just want to show you a couple sites I've been, messing around on, visiting, reading, because some of them are blogs, and just some content here and there. So first off, right here, I'm on our site. Have you noticed the change? We're a blog. Some of you already noticed that I mentioned it in the previous video, but the live feed is still here. If you want to watch it, you can read our new post over here and enter the chat. And of course, don't forget to check out weurl.com also. These aren't the sites that we're going to show you, but we've just been working on these here and there, just making some minor tweaks to both sites. So check it out, adrianstech.com and weurl.com. Oh, the Adrian's Tech will redirect you to the blog. But anyway, moving on to the, I think about I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, just even 10 of sites I've been, reading or just messing around on, and they're all pretty much pertaining to technology. So first off, I want to start off with the Yammer. Yammer is something that won the TechCrunch 50 on the #1 site that was voted pretty much by the judges. And I can't scroll down too far because it shows a thing, but basically it's just like Twitter, but surrounded around the question, what are you working on? And this is, it's really, really great for a business type environment if you have a small business, a big business, whatever, because you can kind of just get an idea of what your employees or friends or whoever, what are they working on. You can collaborate with them on some stuff, and just more easier because Twitter, they may be overflowed. You may be following other people and getting other updates. And Yammer, it's all pretty much surrounded around whatever your company is, whatever your site is, stuff like that. It's all surrounded around what you guys are talking about. You can ask questions. I found it really, really useful. And if I go off to the side here, you can see he has a download desktop application built off Adobe Air, a BlackBerry application, an iPhone app, and he just has really integrated a lot of stuff in this web. And the desktop application is pretty good too. I don't have it open currently, but it's a nice interface. Again, it's built off Adobe Air, so it's really nice. And it's really customizable. There is some cost to this if you want to get an admin panel. I believe it costs $1 a month, so it's really cheap actually. So you can, I believe, also donate because it's a free service. Unless you want some added features, it's just going to cost you like $1 or $2. It's really cheap, guys. Anyway, if you have like a small group of friends or whatever you want to, collaborate with or work, whatever, check out yammer.com. All links will be in the video description also. So moving on, we have browsershots.org. This is a really cool site which I was using recently because we have a little error with our background on the Adrian's Tech site that it doesn't load in all browsers, or just sometimes it just doesn't load. And what this does, you can choose your browsers and your operating systems, older versions of Firefox, Safari, Camino, etc. And you put your web address in here, submit it, and then it's going to give you a bookmark, something you can bookmark. And every time you check on it, like it has you can set it to expire like in 30 minutes, and you can check in it, and it'll have pictures, like actual snapshots of your browsers, of your site in that browser and operating system. Really cool. Check it out. Browsershots.org. Again, as you see here, test your website, web design in different browsers. And it's really nice just to see if you have any like error issues. It may just be one browser, one operating system, something like that. An older version may be causing it, or maybe just you. You can do screen size, you can do color depth, JavaScript, Java, Flash. It's up to you. Really customizable. Okay, next I want to talk about Stumbleupon. Here's something I've really been using because I find a lot of great sites, and actually the sites some of the sites I show you on here in this list are off Stumbleupon. And what this is, it's recommended sites from other users, and as you see here, 6,157,055 members recommended these sites under here. And then they have categories. You can have your home if you have an account, news, photos. I am usually in the photos, videos, and business, computers, technology. Those are my main subjects I'm usually going to. And for example, the top one is usually computers. So I click on this, and it takes a second to load here, but you see here it shows a lot of popular sites or recently rated sites, and you can say I like it, you don't like it, whatever. You just click it and it'll take you to a site that, whatever they title it, nice free CSS templates, has reviews. Really cool site to find other sites, dealing with whatever situation or, whatever category, and you can split it into other categories, CAD, Firefox, graphics, etc. And when you open a site in Stumbleupon, they have a little Stumbleupon web bar right here, and you can take it off if you want, click exit, and it'll open a new tab without it. And you can put back to Stumbleupon. You can favorite it if you have an account. I like it. 5 stars, 1 star, whatever. You can. There's a little title under it, and you can stumble it. If you want, it just takes you back to the home page. Now, there's also Firefox add-ons for the Stumbleupon toolbar. There's a lot of stuff, and I've really been playing around with it because it's kind of like a social network for sharing websites, and it's really really great to find cool sites like this one I found, which is called HTML Playground. So this isn't the actual site right here. This is just the Stumbleupon toolbar. But if I was to click on HTML Playground, or if I clicked on this actually, it would open the site in the actual form, and that's right here. I'm just going to drag that over there. And this HTML Playground is XHTML plus CSS referenced by example. And what it does here is it gives you this really, really cool interface, and this is a beta site, where you can mess around with HTML and CSS. It's really, really cool. So you see it has all the tag lists here. It has ABR acronyms, BR for breaks, buttons, a lot of code right here that you can simply drag and drop. And it tells you the descriptions. For example, if I was to click this tag called block quote, it'll load a description saying block quote tag defines the start of a long quotation to validate the page as a strict HTML. And then under here it gives you the attributes, and to the right it gives you the example code. So this way you can see what it results in, and you can see what the code looks like. And you can just examine it, maybe write some notes if you want to see what test yourself what the tags are, etc. And you can click this button right here, which lets you try the code or modify the code or get the URL to the code. So really, really cool site if you're just beginning HTML. Lets you play around with a lot of aspects of it. Has all the tags here for you, so you don't have to go around looking for them, and you can just mess around and see what you get. Okay, so the next site is called Cuckoo Clock. Now, you may have heard of this. This is the online alarm clock designed to wake you up. So if you have your browser open a lot, or if you fall asleep leaving your computer on and you have your browser open, Cuckoo Clock is something that you can set your own, alarm clock off to make cool sounds like a cockerel, Slayer guitar, electronic, classic clock, and preview the sound if you want. And you can just say wake me up at whatever time. If you don't have an alarm clock, then and you leave your computer on and you have your speakers right next to you like they are to my bed, you can just set the alarm, and whenever you need to wake up, it'll alarm, and it's pretty loud. So again, cuckooClock.com, Kuku clock.com, and all the links will be in the video description. Next is a podcasting network called Twit TV, one of my favorite sites that I'm always listening to. It's ran by Leo Laporte, and Twit is his podcasting network for a lot of podcasts. My personal favorites are Twit, that's This Week in Tech, Windows Weekly is a good one too, Security Now, Mac Break Weekly, and the Tech Guy Radio Podcast. So these are all really, really great podcasts, all put on one site. A lot of content, always updating. I think there's a podcast about every day because he does a radio show every day, and he puts it out on a podcast after that. Really, really cool, and it links you off to some of his other sites, army.twit.com, I believe, blog, forums, Leoville. Really, really, really fun network just to stop by and listen to. If you love podcasting and you love listening to podcasts, check out twit.tv. It's not just all technology. They talk about various topics, law, food, a lot of stuff, programming. It's a great, great it's very, very, wide and variety of categories. Okay, so moving on, this is a site actually I found from Twit. One of the sponsors of Twit is Audible.com, and I'm a member of that now. And this can cost you money. You can sign up I think Twit has a code for you to sign up and get 2 free books if you sign up. Or you can get this new plan that they're having. You pay monthly and you get free audiobooks. So you get a credit, which is an equivalent to an audiobook. Or any audiobook, it doesn't matter what price it is, 1 credit equals 1 audiobook. Or you can, pay for your audiobooks. They go from, $3 to $15 to $30, and they're all basically books that have been audibleized. They've been read through audio, recorded, and they're really, really amazing. You can take them on the go. You can put them on your iPod. It's really amazing because, if you like to listen to podcasts, you have a lot of free time on your hands, you're really going to like Audible books, or, audiobooks in general, and, maybe you work out, maybe you're driving the car, you can pop a CD in, you can burn it to the CD. If you have the free time, obviously you can't read while you're driving, you can't, read while you're working out or anything like that, but if you have an iPod, usually, if you don't want to listen to music, you can listen to an audiobook, and they have a huge amount of titles, like, I don't even know, maybe, I think in the millions probably, a huge, huge library of audio, and just amazing categories from technology. I mean, even Chris Pirillo has a book on here, I believe. People like that. I mean, they have good book I just read called On Intelligence by Jeff Hawkins. It's on the brain. So they're amazing books here, guys. If you like books, you may want to check out audiobooks. I usually listen to mine on the computer. And okay, here it is, 50,000 titles, my bad. And they have the special offer, so I just wanted to mention that to you guys now so you can check it out. Again, audible.com. Next site is freecomputerbooks.com. This is similar to Audible, but it's ebooks, books that you just read, like usually PDF, something like that. They have free computer books, pretty much simple as that. They have free magazines, math books, Microsoft, the Net, Linux and Java, database, computer science. A lot of cool stuff, guys. Check it out, freecomputerbooks.com. This one's somebody mentioned, Chris Pillow, I believe, mentioned this before, but anyways, if you haven't heard of it, it's called usernamecheck.com. It just type in the username you want to use on the web, and it checks it and tells you if all these sites right here, MySpace, etc., have that name already in use. And if not, obviously, if I typed in my name, a lot of these would be filled in. It'll tell you if they're available, they're not available, stuff like that. So you can find out what networks don't have your name, and you can go ahead and, or your name is available on. You can go ahead and get it. The last site is Mashable. Mashable is all news that's on the web. It's really, really cool. It's usually pertaining to social networking, and it's just a huge blog on, new news coming up for MySpace, Twitter, stuff like that. Chris Brogan writes on here, Mashable.com, guys. Really, really awesome site. It gives you a lot of news. Amazing. I'm subscribed to their RSS feed, so you may want to check this guy out, guys. Mashable.com. All links will be in the video description, guys. I know it's a long one. Anyways, guys, stay tuned for more videos soon. Comment, rate, subscribe, and check out the site at www.adrianstech.com as well as www.weurl.com. Any questions, concerns, send them over to adrianstech@gmail.com. Thanks, guys.